Good evening. It's your man Earl. Let's jump right to it. It's been a fantastic day in the Lord. Let's go to it. Scriptures on you, CEO.
Proverbs 11. Wisdom is worth more than rubies. Nothing you want can compare with her.
It's Proverbs chapter 8,
verse 11.
Verse 11. We're talking about wisdom, y'all. Wisdom is more precious than rubies, and we're using rubies as a symbol of ideology. Excuse me, not ideology, but as an asset. Because today's subject, this morning's subject is assets. Let me say it like this: asset allocation, diversification are the two main subjects for today's video. Asset allocation and diversification. Now, why is this important? Because if you want to do what? If you'd rather call your own shots, then you're going to have to understand what an asset is and what asset allocation is. And it makes you have to avoid fees and avoid costs. Okay? Now, you're not going to completely avoid fees because you're going to have to pay fees to do transactions. And you're not going to be able to avoid all costs because it costs money to transact business. Okay? It just costs money to do business. Not an issue, not a challenge. It's part of it. You just don't know it because you don't, on a regular basis, transact business. We normally leave it up to someone else. And what happens is you don't understand where your money's going. You don't understand how fees are generated. You don't understand what it costs to manage your own money. And so you just blindly go along with it. Not anymore. We're increasing our financial literacy. So this chapter, today's video, today's vlog, we're going to talk a little bit about assets. Now, we're not going to parse words, okay, because there are a lot of different definitions out here of what an asset is. We will take the general definition, all right? We'll take the general definition, okay? An asset is something that is worth value. I'm going to say it again. An asset is something that is worth value. House, cars, bonds, cash can be all considered assets. Now, that's the general definition. Once you get into investing, people will tell you immediately that a car is not an asset. Why? Because an asset should earn you money. I'm going to say it again. An asset should earn you money. And some assets appreciate over time. Once again, I don't want to get too deep. I just need you to understand for today's purpose that an asset is something that you own that either earns you money or appreciates over a period of time greater than the value that you paid for it. Okay? So you buy a car for $1,000 in 2023. In 2025, the car is worth $5,000. That's an asset. It appreciated over a period of time. Okay? On a piece of real estate, you buy a piece of real estate. I'm using easy numbers. You buy a piece of real estate for $1,000. Now you're renting it for $100 a month. That piece of real estate is an asset. Why? Because you're earning money off of your purchase. Okay? Easy to understand. Okay? So you get that? Let's move forward. Diversification. To be diversified is to have your money over a number of assets. I'm going to say it again. To be diversified is to divide your money over a period or over a series of assets. So if you have $1,000, you might have $1,000 and $100 is in tech stocks, $100 is in real estate, $100 is in energy, $100 in crypto. You are diversified. Now, I don't want to get too deep, but I must say this. To be truly diversified, you have to have your money, your investments in different things that are not relatable. What do I mean by that? Just because you have Apple, Microsoft, and Google and Meta, aka Facebook, does not mean you're diversified. Why? Because those are all technological stocks. Those are all tech stocks. You have to be diversified, which means you have to have your money over a vast, not a vast, that's the wrong word, over different industries that are not correlated. Why? So if one industry goes down, the others are either holding steady or they're going up. That is true diversification. Not having multiple tech stocks or multiple energy stocks or multiple crypto. That's not diversification. Okay? You got to have your money in different classes of assets. That's a little better way of saying it. Okay? And that's where your work needs to come into play. So you have to figure out what you're going to put your money in to be diversified. Now, there's arguments over on how many stocks, how many investments you should own. Some people say 5. Some people say 10. Some people say no more than 30. Hey, I'm not here to tell you. Okay? I'm not here to tell you how many you should own. But definitely somewhere between 10 and 30 different types of investments or asset classes. Okay, you don't want to get so far out there that you're not at least having a working knowledge of what you have and where you're going. All right? Next thing is this. I'm going to say it again. Do not have the same kind of assets in your portfolio. Why? If you own all real estate, what happens when real estate tanks? Then your money tanks. What happens if you have it in all crypto? Well, what happens if crypto tanks? Your portfolio tanks. What if you have it all in tech stocks? Tech goes bad or tech goes south. What happens to your money? It goes down, okay? And guess what? Every industry is going to have its ups and downs. So get over it. And that's why you diversify. That's why you have asset allocation, is the ability to properly diversify your resources. All right? What kind of return should you be looking for? Now, once again, it comes down to the level of risk that you're willing to take. But on average, the average investment return is 8 to 10% over the life of your portfolio. That's the average. So for every dollar you have invested, you should be looking to get back 8 to 10 cents over the life of your retirement or investment portfolio. I'm going to say it again. Make it really easy. For every dollar you have invested, you should be looking to get back 8 to 10 cents. This is the average. This is average. Okay? Now, I didn't say that's what I do. I didn't say that's what you should do. I'm saying if you're new to getting involved in investing, if you're new to buying stock, if you're new to buying real estate, if you're new to buying crypto, if you're new to the investment game, period, your goal should be to earn 8 to 10% on your money annually as you grow it over the course of your investment. Okay? I'll say it again. You should be looking to earn 8 to 10% on average as you're growing your portfolio of investments over the course of your investment time or season. So if you're 20 years old, you're going to be investing for a good 30 years. So over the course of 30 years, you should be looking to make minimum 8 to 10% on your money as you grow. And the funny part is, the good part is, as you grow your investment, a funny thing called compound interest takes place. We'll get into that later on. Okay? So by default, you get more because more is being added quarterly, annually. All right? Learn how to be diverse in an efficient way. Once again, what do I mean by that? Don't have the same type of stock. Don't have the same type of investment. Learn to diversify, spread out your resource so you have the ability to sustain ups and downs. All right? Fees, and we're done. Okay? Be careful on people who are more excited about you paying them than you being a successful investor. What do I mean by that? There are people out here in the investment game that are more concerned with collecting a fee from you than helping you achieve your dreams, goals, and aspirations. You got to be careful because you can lose a lot of your investment because you're paying fees, management fees, transaction fees, check the balance fees. Oh, you're checking your balance, 99 cents. Oh, you're going to do a transaction, $75. Oh, every 6 months I review your portfolio, going to charge you for that. So be careful that you don't lose your gains by paying fees every time you turn around. Okay? It's your man Earl, episode 111. Kind of got deep with the definitions. But guess what? Assets, asset allocation, and diversification. It's your man Earl. Have a good day. Episode 111. Peace.